Listen, shit happens.
Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday. This is Not a Clue podcast.
Tuesday.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, what day is it?
Not Tuesday.
It's Monday. Holy shit. All right.
Tuesday shit. I gotta go, guys. It's Tuesday.
You literally could tell I took a nap, and I have no idea where the fuck I am.
You're in Carvin K.A.'s house.
What the hell was that?
The fuck?
Lindsay Sterling.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what? Just randomly? Yeah.
No, I bumped it when I hit the button. I went, boop.
Oh, okay.
Because my music's on because it plays through my speaker.
Oh, okay. All right. This is Not a Clue podcast. My name is Brad.
My name is Carvin K.A.
And I'm the third KA.
I'm not.
I see intern Kenneth. We got CD, and I'm Brad. So let's do some whoring real quick. You're listening here at Spreaker.com/show/NotACluePodcast. Hit the little follow tab there so you know whenever the hell we go online. Exactly. But that noise is really what it makes, but still.
Yeah,
Close enough.
I tried.
No, I appreciate the effort. Very nice of you. Find us on Facebook, Facebook.com/NotACluePodcast.
Bloop, bloop.
Okay. Find us on that Twitter thingy at NotACluePod. Tweet. Better. Instagram at NotACluePodcast.
I don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
Wait, hang on.
Is it Snapchat?
Wait, hang on, I got...
Okay.
There you go. We got that one. Or, subscribe to our YouTube channel. First name of the channel, Not a Clue, all one word, is podcast.
This shit's going off the rails real fast already.
You do.
I don't know what that just was. All right, well...
I don't know what sound to make for a video.
I don't know either. But that was...
I know that ain't it.
he goes, you do.
That sounds like our new touche.
Literally stuck on your table. All right, it's been a great start so far for the first 2 minutes. So let's jump into this here. Normally I have a notebook to kind of keep us on schedule, but as you heard me at the beginning...
He lies. You guys never see it.
I was talking to these two.
I'm here and I barely see it.
And I literally fell asleep watching TV, and I woke up just before it was time to come here. That's why we were a few minutes late getting on the air. And I forgot my notebook. Oh, very nice. Forgot my notebook on my bed. So I'm going to try to remember what I had. Thankfully, I had Windows open on my computer from earlier, so I can just go from that.
Clickety click click.
Yes, it's sound effects day here at Not a Clue Podcast, apparently.
It's something.
I'm waiting for CD to come up with some sound effects.
I got it. I got the sound effects.
He's got sound effects been coming.
Oh, that's
out
what I'm
of
talking
all of
about.
it.
That's what I'm
Sounds like
talking
it's
about.
coming on my ass.
We have a terrible topic.
We can have a great topic. That shit gonna happen.
So let's talk about the big news that happened today. This morning on First Take, one Irvin Magic Johnson decided to go. Well, he didn't decide to go. This was something in the works many weeks ago, or whenever the hell he quit. Stephen A. asked him to come on the show. Today just happened to be the day. The same day that they introduced Vogel as the coach. So it ends up being interesting. But he claims that the reason he stepped down was because he was tired of all the backstabbing and whispering going on within the Lakers organization behind his back. First off, did you catch any of it?
I did not.
Part of it.
I was going to say, you were at work all day, so you probably didn't, and you probably saw part of it.
Yeah, I jumped on my phone a little bit earlier.
Yeah, he said that things weren't going in the right direction, and then he started hearing, Magic, you're not working hard enough. Magic's never in his office, which is true. He did say, I was not in my office because when I took the job, I told them, hey, I have this going on, I have that going on. You know,
I have other endeavors.
I have 975 adventures, one of them being the Los Angeles Dodgers. And he's like, look, I got to, concentrate on that too, so these people can handle it without me if need be. And so basically he felt betrayed by Rob Pelinka and with all the backstabbing. So the question I think I had it written was, is this going to hurt any chance for free agents to show up there at all because of this? It's basically Magic took the fall for his part of it. Yeah. Magic took the fall for his part of it, saying, I wasn't there all the time. Maybe I should have done this. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. I got fined all the time because, I am Magic and people know me, and so
I am Magic. Hear me roar.
Yeah, I talk to people, and oh shit, I got a fine. I forget I can't do that type deal. So a lot of things he took the credit for to basically cut the legs out from underneath the Lakers from trying to say stuff back about him. So do you think that this is going to affect getting a big free agent? You're going to get people because, it's A, it's a paycheck, and B, LeBron's on the team.
I was going to say, I don't think it's going to affect anything because of B, LeBron's on the team.
Okay. But if you were like a KD, or if you were think of another big name. We'll just use like KD as or Kyrie. Those two are the big names that people are talking about. Kawhi, yes. The longer this playoff goes, the more I think he might actually stay there. The way that this is going.
Nope. He doesn't have no help.
He doesn't have what?
No help.
No help. Oh, okay.
It's not like they can get a draft pick to supplement. They're going to be.
But anyway,
he gone.
Okay, so let's throw those three names out
coming
there.
to New York.
Would that persuade? Do you think that'll persuade them to go to like the Clippers instead of the Lakers?
They're already looking at the Clippers.
No. But I mean, if you're literally if you want to go to LA and both teams are looking at you,
they don't want to play with LeBron.
Okay.
I was going to say there's a lot of people in the league that don't want to play with LeBron.
He's not going to get another top 5 player to play with.
Yeah, he's not going to get another alpha motherfucker as we describe it.
I don't think there's too many other alpha motherfuckers. I don't think Kawhi's an alpha motherfucker.
He played like it.
He plays like it.
He's playing like it right now, but his demeanor when he was in San Antonio, he was not.
His demeanor now, it's the same thing.
I'll get it when I get it.
Fuck it, I'm good. I know I'm good.
He is good.
Do what you want to do. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do me.
He's like the most.
There's only 3 alpha motherfuckers in the league.
You got LeBron, KD,
and Steph. And KD's not an alpha.
KD Kent. Oh, who's the? Oh, Russ.
No, God, no. He's not even a superstar.
Really? Because he
definitely carries himself like an alpha.
Carries himself like an alpha motherfucker.
He's a really.
You say Giannis would be the other one?
Yes.
Okay.
In Russ's mind,
Russ thinks he's the best player in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's not even the best point guard. He's not even the best player on his team.
There's some days he plays like an alpha motherfucker though. With his ridiculous triple double stats.
He plays and acts like when he's just not.
Yeah.
Like you can tell, like when in the huddle, when the whole team's looking at you to do something, the coach is standing right here, and the team, and you're right here, and the team is like,
"Yo, what are you gonna say? What are we doing?"
Like it's only like you see Milwaukee do it with Giannis,
yeah,
and that's because they have to. Their next best player is Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, Middleton.
Not Chris Middleton, maybe. Yeah, but not a superstar.
No.
Neither one of them are superstars.
No. Great players though.
Steph. He does more. He's shit talking. He's just unbelievably great. And
he can have he still has bad games. Steph does, and still affects the game because he's like you kind of said, he even does trash talking and stuff while he's on the court. He doesn't do it in like the manner that he's
no Gary Payton.
He's not.
It's the 40-foot pull up, run back down court,
shimmy
when it's halfway in the air,
shimmy shake.
Yeah, like you let go of it and you're just like, yeah, that's.
And the worst and best part about it, he doesn't do it
and miss.
No.
I
think
he's
does like it's money.
Motherfucker, that shit went in.
He shot that from the other free throw line, and he's shimmying already. Christ, he almost just a fling, just because he caught the ball from 3/4 court, and it literally hit the backboard, hit the rim, hit the backboard again. It's like, what the? I thought it was going in.
I think Giannis is the best player in the NBA.
You're actually now going to go to that mantle?
He's crowning. I'm crowned.
You're crowning? Is that the shit? Is that the shit that you might have coming out your ass?
The turtle is
I was going to say it if you didn't.
I think it's time to crown him best player in the NBA.
Really? So, okay.
I know it's totally off the point of what we were saying, but...
I mean...
And KD's number 2.
You know what I wrote down for the title of today's show, too? Another Tuesday show.
Oh!
It's not even Tuesday.
It's Tuesday somewhere.
In my head, apparently it was, because...
It's Tuesday somewhere.
Yeah. This is all sports stuff that's going to happen tomorrow. That's basically what you're hearing. So tonight, when the Warriors finish off the series...
They're going to lose.
The Warriors are going to lose?
Yeah, they're going to lose the next 4.
Really? Yeah, but your prediction can't even come true.
Yeah, listen.
You said Blazers in 6 if no KD.
Yeah, fuck it.
I remember that.
Yeah. I want to see the proof.
It's on my bed.
I ain't getting on your bed again.
I think I said again.
Listen, I was drunk. You said you loved me.
I'm sorry it was disappointing. You tried to black it out of your memory. Just the way that it goes. But
my belly hurts now.
It's This is the crowning that's going on.
It's 'cause-
You're about ready to birth a child out your anus.
I did that twice already.
You gave birth to twins? Very good, man.
No, it was triplets, and then
Triplets.
listen. This
Triplets one time.
This
two
morning-
birds.
No, I got out the shower this morning,
Ladies are killing
and
us right now.
I'm drying off, and I fart. And halfway through, I was like, "You gotta get in the bathroom." It's like, then I'm squeezing and running. The dog is on the bed looking at me. What the fuck is wrong?
The
with
dog's
you?
like, am I going to have a snack? Gross. Gross.
No, 'cause it was black and juicy. Came out flying.
So
The fuck are we talking about?
I know, you're talking about shit in your pants, apparently.
I didn't even have pants on. It was just my towel.
So do you feel bad for Vogel getting caught up in all this?
I don't give a fuck about Frank Vogel.
But I mean, it's not his fault that he's literally in the middle of this.
It is. He took the job.
Yeah, but you got to look at how everything came out. Everything came out literally
It
the
was a
morning.
clusterfuck to begin with.
That is also very true. Yeah, but wait, what's a bigger clusterfuck? That front office or your
Shut the
team's
hell up,
front
you
office?
fucking
Yeah,
No, actually, right now it's that front office. Our front office is pretty stable right now.
You're quiet. Wait until shit happens, and then all of a sudden it's...
When we don't land a big name, and then all of a sudden everybody's shipped out.
Who the fuck they got left to ship out?
Well, speaking of that, and Aquino wants out. that's one person that...
Good. That name never should have drafted him to begin with. Hated that fucking pick.
He also loved the Tim Hardaway thing.
Hey, we got out from under that. I don't give a fuck. He gone.
But you got Dennis Smith in return.
Who I wanted them to draft to begin with.
Yeah. But did you see, I can't remember which person, you know that trade simulator that you can do? They put it up.
Mark Stein.
Yeah, I think Mark Stein, I want to say it was Mark Stein. One of the big name people, like Woj or somebody, put it through the machine, the trade machine, and the Knicks were a yes, like a successful trade, if it was Dennis Smith. It was wherever they get this one, it includes the draft picks, which the one that ESPN has, I wish did. But they included the first round pick this year, and I think 2 second-round picks plus Dennis Smith and like 3 other players for Anthony
and Kevin Knox.
for Anthony Davis, like their second-round pick and some other player on the team in return, and it was a yes. And the Knicks improved like 14 wins, and the Pelicans improved like 5 wins out of it. Something like I can't remember the exact. Because again, I don't have my notebook here, but
Listen, I don't want them to give up nothing for him. Don't give up a thing for
because he technically could show up there if
let
he
him come,
wanted
let
to.
him come the year after.
Because if you trade all that stuff and he's there for only 1 year and gone,
Then
Carmelo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you?
No, I don't. They won't trade him if they couldn't get him to guarantee he would
Yeah.
resign. But you're gonna gut the team.
yeah.
Same thing that happened when they
Melo.
got traded for Melo. Instead of waiting fucking 4 months.
Yeah. Oh, let's rush it. Let's get him here now.
Just think of back then when you had Melo and with Gallinari on one wing
Gallo.
and Wilson Chandler on the other wing.
Yup.
That would have been a good team.
Did you have Tyson Chandler do it that time?
Probably not.
Tyson Chandler's been on a lot of teams.
Tyson Chandler's still in the fucking NBA.
He is.
Tyson Chandler came in the league with Eddie fucking Curry.
I knew that. Both drafted by Chicago. Back in, what, 01?
Back in 1897.
Oh, I want to say it was 01. Might have been
They were in the same draft class with Vince Carter.
Vince Carter's never retiring.
Vince Carter was in the same draft class as Magic Johnson, going back to him.
Vince Carter got drafted 2 years before Magic. Vince Carter was playing with George Mike in his last year.
He was drafted before Magic got AIDS.
Age joke. No, go on, style.
Just like his age. Hey-oh.
Touche.
The Scatman Touche right there.
That's what we're doing from now on.
Scatman.
Touche equals a scat. Skidoo-bop, boop, beedoo, bop.
Wow, Scatman.
Wow, Scatman Brothers. In
I
that
know.
house. Wow.
Too
Oh, calm down. Calm down.
much.
Infringement's coming up. Watch out. So let's,
Listen, we could afford to pay them.
I don't know, $25.
It was on basketballs.
$25?
No, $25 per second.
That's $25 per 2 years. We can scat for the next 14 years and only owe them $7.
All right, so let's look at the because we didn't get to talk about this before, the awards that were put out for the finalists for all the NBA
Nubas?
players. So we have like Coach of the Year, Improved Player, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Coach of the Year, and we'll say who we think for Coach of the Year.
Budenhouse.
He is on there, Budenholzer from the Bucks.
No, it's Budenhouse.
But that was Holzer.
Yeah, it is. I call him Budenhouse.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. And then you have
Holzer?
Mike Malone from the Nuggets and Doc Rivers from the Clips. So you already picked you.
I think Mike Malone.
Mike Malone from the Nugs. I'm gonna go with Doc, just because of what he had on that team. They it was like the Tampa Bay Rays, trade everybody away but keep winning. The only difference is Tampa Bay played in a league where 100 wins got you a wild card spot. So your piddly 92 gets you nothing.
Fuck 92 wins. Pussies. Win more games.
92 normally is.
Win more games, pussy.
92 is really good usually.
Ain't good enough.
So all three of us are different on that one.
Because I'm the only right one.
Honestly, you got to look at it. That was the only team that was number one. But Doc had like nobody, and still.
Yeah, Gallo.
Again, he had like nobody.
Listen, I love Gallo still.
Yeah, but when your team gets gutted, like you
Yeah,
say,
we lost Tobias Harris.
they lost in the last season and a half. They lost everybody
Well, Tobias Harris,
except Lou Williams.
who's a great player. That's a
the
six man.
Yeah, I know, but that's the only freaking person you still have.
And Gallo. Why you keep just glossing over Gallo?
Because no one's there. Not a person.
Hey,
Literally died.
Hey, just because he's white doesn't mean he can't play basketball.
He's not white. He's Italiano.
What the fuck was that?
Get it with the boop,
I think he had a stroke. Do you have a stroke? Are you okay?
No.
Do you smell toast?
Sometimes when I'm making
If you
toast.
smell French toast, that's not a good sign.
It's not a bad sign. You're having a French stroke.
Wee wee.
And you're butt.
No, that's you. Next, the
yes.
the most improved player.
Pascal Siakam.
We have exactly who he said from the Raptors, D'Angelo Russell from the Nets, and De'Aaron Fox from the Kings.
No, that guy. I can't say his name.
Pascal Siakam.
Yes.
That's a lot easier to say than Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That.
Call him Greek Freak.
I call him Giannis. His first name.
I call him feta cheese.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
Silent G is what I call him.
Silent G.
Wouldn't it be silent in G.I.?
Your GI is not silent right now. I'm just gonna let you know.
Oh, it ain't. it ain't smelling good either.
Oh Lord. I just because I had him on my fantasy team, I'm gonna go D'Angelo Russell. Always goes back to fantasy. Look at you're making him cry. It's burning his eyes.
Tear gas, bitch.
God.
Mace.
God, your self-defense against the police.
Shooting mace on my ass.
Wait, the rapper Mace?
Yeah, no mace.
You've said that before. You should get him on the show if you know him that well.
No, I didn't say I know him that well.
He knows him.
That would be
just like that other celebrity that we ain't gonna talk about.
That's got you falling in love.
I don't give a fuck. I shot my shot. I was fucking at the wrong basket and it was a brick. An airball brick if you can do that.
You were shooting at Zimbabwe, not Ghana.
No, it was the
What
wrong-
reference is that?
White man can't jump.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with my white man can't jump reference.
Yeah, but that was very obscure in the whole.
Not if you watch the movie as many times.
Touche.
Skittle with a bop boop beetle bop.
All right.
You do.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie. I don't know why that popped in my head right there, but all right.
Listen,
What were we just going through now?
You're going through the.
Yeah, that's right. I don't have my
Siakam,
notebook. I don't have my
you have-
notebook.
most improved. Pascal Siakam.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, I had
De'Aaron
D'Angelo
Russell.
Russell. So nobody picked Fox from the Kings.
didn't
You
pick-
guys listening, who the hell do you guys think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He said, man, I can't say his name.
Yeah, that guy.
Anybody listening,
Siakam.
oop, I think you're stuck in my cord.
Let's pull on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not stuck. I'm intentionally fucking with you.
You fucking son of a bitch.
I might be an asshole.
No, ain't no might about it.
Damn KA.
I know.
Hey, don't talk about my peoples.
That's right.
All right, Defensive Player of the Year.
Me.
You have
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz, Paul George from OKC, and Feta Cheese from the Bucks.
Silent G.
Some GI.
It's not silent. We all pretty much agree on this one.
I don't know. I pick Giannis.
I got the Freak.
Silent G.
I got Feta.
Silent GI.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna combine the two. The Feta Freak.
I'm okay with that. I'll let it pass.
All right.
He's the Silent G.
Paul George had it until he got hurt.
Yeah, him getting. Yeah.
He was running away with both awards.
You were running away with your pants down.
They're never up.
No, I was gonna say.
He wasn't running away if they were down.
I'm running to the problem.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Sixth man.
Lou Williams.
Me.
No, I didn't say 1-6 man. So we have Lou Williams.
He's a 6 man and a 2-on-2.
Boom.
You have Sabonis from the Pacers and Montrezl Harrell from the Clips. So 2 Clippers,
Which I don't understand.
which I don't understand
Yeah.
either, and Sabonis. It's got to be Lou. It's got to be Sweet Lou.
It's Louis Louis.
What the fuck?
Pop fly.
Fly ball.
God.
No, he doesn't get a fly ball. He gets a pop fly.
Oh, I'll fly.
Caught.
Can of corn?
No, those are the ones I messed up on.
Oh, because you have time to sit there and go, all right, I got to camp out here. Here comes that ball. That ball's coming. Oh, fuck, hit the ground. Is that pretty much how that goes?
No.
All right.
No, I used to be blind and it was really hard to track the ball.
All right.
You see a blur, you can't tell if the ball's spinning and shit. So pop flies, that ball's up there, you're like, I'm good.
Did you
Oh,
just
fuck.
Justin Bieber your hair?
Yes, he did.
You saw that, huh?
Quiffed it.
Oh, when I went like this, it came in my face, so I had to get it out of my face.
I don't know if he can stay a kid. and do shit like that.
Hey,
You have to pull his family card?
I've been growing this out for quite a while.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Getting pretty long now. That's the
Only
first
thing
time.
you can say.
There's a first time. First
Ah,
time.
he's a kid.
I'm back. I'm back in the
I
family.
guess I'm out.
No.
Who am I kidding?
If Aaron were here, she'd be like, mm-mm.
Like, nigga, what's under a KA? I'm like a Chinese midget. That's a female.
That's impressive. That's impressive in K stature.
Nice.
Say it's triple my size.
Twice.
So next, Rookie of the Year.
Luka.
DeAndre Ayton from the Suns, Luka Doncic from the Mavs, and Trae Young from the Hawks.
Which is a lot closer than people thought it was going to be, but it's Luka.
I think it's my name is Luka.
Trae Young is right on his ankles, though.
Anal cavity?
Yeah, sure. If that's where you want to go
That's
with.
where I thought you were going.
You're licking the anal butthole.
Okay.
Wow.
Anal hole. Just.
So the forgotten person is DeAndre Ayton in this.
He ain't forgot, yeah.
I mean,
He's just not in that race.
well, NBA put up a vote for this, and it was quite a ways into it. He had 0% of the vote. 0.
He had 0% of the chance.
Yeah, but that's what I meant.
Up until about mid-November, early December, Luka was running away with it.
And then Trae Young.
Trae Young clicked, wait. Nice.
Don't forget about
Best part was I had both of those. I had both of those guys on the fantasy team. Dude.
I didn't have neither one.
I had both of them.
I almost never draft rookies.
I knew both of those were going to play. Actually, Trae Young wasn't drafted. I picked him up like the second day. I was like, oh fuck, Trae Young's available.
I usually don't draft rookies.
They both played very well.
Baseball, I do.
I was say baseball, it's a lot easier because if they're talked about, they're going to play.
At least a little bit.
Yeah, even the pitchers now. If you're
So,
so next is the MVP.
Giannis.
We have James Harden from the Rockets, Paul George from OKC, and the Feta Freak from the Bucks. So he already said Giannis. What say you, Intern Kenneth?
Gotta go with Silent G.
Gian.
Every time I say it, he's gonna say it. And I'm okay with it.
Now I'm just going to keep pulling my hair back like this. Just to...
You're just gonna keep Bieber in it?
Bieber's in the building.
I'm going to go with Brian Scalabrine.
Can't go wrong with Scouts.
You can't. You cannot. But I'm gonna go with the Feta Freak. He's gonna be. I think he's gonna win it a lot easier because Paul George again with the injury. He was the one that I thought was closest. Harden, even though he had a really good year, don't get me wrong, I don't think it was as good as Antetokounmpo.
His year last year I thought was better.
Honestly, you take Giannis off that team, though, and they're not where they are. That's why I feel the same way with
They're the
James
Midwest
Harden.
Knicks.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
They're the Midwest Knicks.
Midwest Knicks, okay.
without Giannis.
Yeah. I
He
can.
would look great in the Knicks.
Oh, I know.
To be fair, you'd say a lot of people would look good in your team's uniforms.
Tell me they wouldn't.
You literally want.
No. Giannis would look great in a Knicks uniform.
He would look good in another type of green, Celtic green. I think
No.
he would. I think he would.
His eye color doesn't match with that green.
No.
I think it would go very
No,
well. It doesn't go well with that orange that the Knicks throw
But
out
the
there.
blue,
The
it
blue,
pops.
though, it
It
does.
pops.
But the orange is that bright color.
It's that
that
accent
takes-
color, though. It's that accent color.
Yeah,
Are you talking about his accent? That's racist.
I agree. Wait, what happened?
His colored accent.
He would flourish in New York. There's a lot of
He
Greek
would.
restaurants in New York.
There is.
Lots of feta flying around.
Exactly.
Well, there's also that in San Francisco, technically, too. So he could. Oh my God!
It's still going.
That sounded wet as shit.
No, I think it was shit.
Excuse me. Can we go to commercial?
I could play one of the royalty-free songs. Seriously, that's why I have them, so that we can play them and still get away with broadcasting through YouTube.
That still-
Lord, man. If you're, wow, okay. Anyway, so when we look back at
The year that was.
when we look back at this season, when we look back at this NBA season, you have Durant being this hurt and like the injuries that are affecting teams. Which big name player, since the Warriors are proving they can still do it without KD,
They won't be able to do it next series without him.
but up until this point, which team could lose their best player
Toronto.
and still make it all the way?
Oh,
Nobody.
Make it all the way.
Yeah. Is there a team
Nobody.
other than the Warriors because they had
I was gonna say
87
they
other
would
people?
be the closest
Nope.
if that was the case. The
'Cause
closest, I said.
Without KD, they won't win next series.
Like I said, the closest.
No, because I think they're going to lose a bunch of people. They're
Well,
going to lose.
if
KD.
Iguodala was hurt,
No, I'm talking about this. They're going to lose KD and Draymond or Clay.
oh, but you're talking about because of
Financial.
free agents.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Money.
And Kevin Durant's, he's their best player, but he's not the best player for that team.
No.
They lose Steph, they're a worse team.
Well, he's under contract for a while.
No, I'm just saying in general.
But like,
Injury,
if he went out injury wise.
Oh, okay, yeah.
like Kevin Durant is the best player on that team, arguably the best player on the planet. But their team, the way they play,
Yeah.
Is not
play better
conducive.
without
Yes.
him. They're not a better team without him. They just play better without him. If that makes sense.
He's a little bit more of a ball stopper than their team. Like
So you come in your 7 feet and you dribble like you're
And,
5'10".
and you shoot the ball like you shouldn't be shooting. Yeah, no, believe me, I thoroughly am envious of
He's
that bastard.
when they call Porzingis the unicorn. Kevin Durant is a unicorn. Giannis is a unicorn.
Yeah,
If Giannis ever develops a consistent jump shot,
Oh, God.
the NBA is in trouble.
Could you imagine if him and Ben Simmons also developed
Not
a
even
jump
Ben
shot?
Simmons. Ben Simmons is a Penny Hardaway type.
Yeah, but Ben Simmons, that's not a bad comparison. As long as he's not as injury prone.
I love Penny Hardaway.
I think you hate Penny Hardaway. That's just
But I think Giannis, there's no one you can compare to Giannis. I'll give you all episode if he develops a not even a good shot, just
a serviceable.
yes, because there's nobody else in the NBA that can go free throw to free throw line in 2 dribbles and two strides.
although it's been proven that he travels a lot, just like James Harden does.
Everybody travels a lot. If you're a big name in the NBA, you get away with traveling. It's,
It depends on when do you consider him picking the ball up? Is it on a stutter or is it when he fully picks it up?
Like they showed a thing where he was dribbling and he's got the ball like this to bring into him. 1, does the Euro step, then 2, third step, and then goes on a fast. And,
That's not travel then.
That's 3 steps.
That's a palm. You got to call a palm. You can't call the second one if you
No,
the first
yeah,
one.
but he's not. But he doesn't dribble. He takes a step after that, another step, and another step.
Yes, but when do you consider him picking the ball up? Because if he's doing that and he's picking it up on a step, that's not a step.
No. He's already got it in his hand, and he takes the step, then does the Euro step, and then takes one
Are you
more
talking about
step.
what Shaq and it was talking about? That wasn't a travel.
No. There's. I saw a bunch of video. They have a bunch, but the one that cost points, that's the one that I was zeroing in on, because he took his first step legitly at the 3-point line, second step at the free throw line, third step literally on the block, and it was a layup.
Probably.
It's like,
He can touch his fucking toes standing up.
I wish I could do
He's got some long ass arms.
Tickle his twines.
that. What?
He would look good.
Tickle his twine.
He would look good in an next uniform.
He would look great.
He would look good in any uniform. You put him on your team, you're an instant contender.
I think if he was on a team with LeBron, it would hurt him though.
Nope.
I think it would.
I don't think so. LeBron is.
LeBron wouldn't be able to handle having a guy like that on his team.
He did. He played with Kyrie Irving.
Again, Kyrie is not at that level, and it's been proven.
But he thinks he is.
Yeah, there's a difference between thinking and actually.
But Giannis is good enough to where he defers. He'll defer with no problem. Kyrie wasn't a deferrer.
No, he's not.
God, I don't want him in New York.
It looks like he's going to go from my team to your guys' team.
You're not the only one who doesn't want him in New
I
York.
would love
Kyrie on your team? All right, you can take him.
Kemba.
No, I was gonna say I know you're on Kemba.
Let's have a home reunion. Homecoming. I'm coming home.
You guys will end up getting like D Wade on like his 80th season.
I'm okay with that. Over Kyrie, I'll take Dwayne.
Dwayne.
That's
That's
a
all.
Dwayne. Dwayne.
I will take Dwayne. I don't need Wade at all. You can keep Wade.
So after all this talk last week about Bill saying, "Hey, the Bucks want to get rid of McCoy. We should trade him." Blah blah blah. They're just going to cut him.
I'm just gonna
That's
come.
the breaking news just coming across on Bleacher.
Probably gonna get that.
And they probably
Just a
have
straight up trade for Duke Johnson. That was fine.
That's what I said.
That was Bill's idea of that pick that we talked about just before we went off the air last week. I thought that was fine. So if you look at the Warriors, because we talked about the Warriors and if they lose players, the people that are technically under contract next year are Steph, Draymond, Iguodala, Livingston has an option, Damon Jones, Jacob Evans, and Alfonso McKinney. Those are the definites on the team. Then you have cap holds, which is like Jerebko and Jordan Bell, Quinn Cook, stuff like that. But then you got like Boogie, Clay, and you have the KD factor coming in there. I'm looking at this. No dead money. Well, this is a team that does not have dead money. Really? That's weird.
Because most of their, because they only give out 1 and 2 year contracts for small money because that's all they can afford after signing
Yeah.
the big names.
Yeah, because that's a list of people who are going to be free agents. You got KD, Clay, Boogie, Jonas Jerebko, Kevin Looney, Jordan Bell, Quinn Cook, Bogut, Damian Lee, Marcus Derrickson.
That's a team.
Actually, that's 10 players. That is a team.
You can start a franchise with that team and be in the playoff next season.
You actually really could.
You'd be better than the Knicks.
Well, looking at your starting 5 would be Quinn Cook at point guard. You'd have Clay at shooting guard. You'd have KD at small forward. You'd have Jerebko at power forward and Boogie at center. There's your team. That's actually not a bad team.
I'm telling you, that's a contender.
I've always been a fan of Jerebko.
Listen, that's a top 3 seed.
I'll say hi to you, Bella. There you go. So let's look at your boys' team and see. Oh, goddamn!
Who, the Celtics?
No, I said your guys' team. So your free agents that are coming up, you got DeAndre Jordan, Hazonia, Emmanuel Mudiay, Trier, however you pronounce his name, Noah Van Lay, John Jenkins, Luke Cornett, Billy Garrett, Isaiah Hicks, and Kadeem Allen. Those are either your restricted or unrestricted. So that's yeah.
Listen, they need to sign two and then draft R.J. Barrett.
So are you okay with them getting Barrett now?
Nope.
Okay. I was like, oh, you're okay with that now.
I'm okay with it because I ain't got no
I was
choice.
gonna say that's the only option we got.
Oh, okay. I was like wow, I'm like you're actually in on that. That's
Nope. I told you what I
It's
wanted.
just the inevitable,
I wanted number 2.
it's the inevitable situation
you
that
have to
we're
go
in.
number 2.
No, I don't actually. Yeah, I probably do. I wanted John Morant. I think he's going to be the best player in this draft.
And you're not gonna get either. You're not gonna get.
I don't want to sign anyway. I don't
But you're not gonna get. Well, every Knick fan other than you and you wanted Zion because all their hopes are on Zion.
Shit, they might even package the deal. And I wouldn't mind them trading back. If they traded with Boston
Yeah.
for their 2 first-round picks, I wouldn't mind that. 2 lottery picks. And let Boston jump up to number 3.
Yeah, Boston's not gonna do that though.
They should.
But they're not going to.
It's a 2-player draft.
The Celtics for their upcoming free agent class. Al Horford has the player option, which I think he's gonna do because that's a lot of money, and
Well, of course,
he's stupid
he's
not to.
stupid not to.
Kyrie has a player option.
He gone.
He's gonna be gone. Aaron Baines has a player option. Then you have Marcus Morris, who's unrestricted. Terry Rozier is gonna be restricted.
He gone.
I don't think he's coming back. You got Daniel Theis, or Theus, however you pronounce his name. I've heard it both ways. You have that big guy, Brad Wanamaker, the one that we talked about.
He gone.
The one who played a few minutes. Jonathan Gibson, PJ Dozier, and RJ Hunter.
Yeah, I don't know most of them. P.J. Hunter played at North Carolina, though, didn't
That's RJ Hunter. Yeah, PJ Dozier. You combine the two.
he? Too many letters.
It's RJ Barrett. What?
Listen, I think he's going to be a good player. He's just not going to be Ja Morant.
Not even Ja Rule?
Baby girl, put it on there.
Oh, wait, that's that.
Yeah, because Ja Rule will sue us. He need all the money he can get.
Yes, he will.
What's that? Fitty keep buying out his shit.
You got to pay that Fry Festival shit. Still haven't seen that documentary. Probably going to watch that soon.
Was it ever made?
The Fry documentary on how bad it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's on Netflix. Actually,
It's
Netflix.
on
I Netflix and chill with myself.
Nice. Nice.
Get yourself some.
Light some candles, buy yourself some
I
flowers.
was gonna say,
Fuck that. I'm cheap.
get a bottle of lube.
Ooh.
Good boy, man.
I can do what?
What?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Lube. Punch myself in the nose and make myself bleed.
The insults.
Oh, nature's lube.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you think D'Antoni will get to coach 3 more seasons?
Did he just sign an extension?
They're working on it.
Yeah. There'll be a 2nd-round team again, 3rd-round team. I think their window is closed.
I say 4 more years.
4 more years. 4 more
Yeah.
years. They should bring back Carmelo Anthony.
They should.
The Knicks should bring back Carmelo.
No.
They
No,
will.
No, we're
They
done.
would. They would.
We're done with him.
You sure?
No.
Nice.
He's going to be the big sign this summer.
Yeah, we landed a big name 12 years ago. Carmelo Anthony.
And we gave him $412 million for 2 years. With a buyout of $7,000 billion.
To say we had to trade away everybody on our roster.
Well, we still have a 2nd-round pick. Still have a 2nd-round pick.
This just in, and Knicks traded their 2nd-round pick for a bag of basketballs.
And a guy who changes the urinal cakes.
Nope, they can't even give him the deal.
But had to get that reference in.
Carmelo Anthony has to change urinal cakes in the middle of the 3rd and 4th quarter.
At halftime, he's got to do it.
No, they call timeout specifically.
At halftime, he's got to sell hot dogs.
You know? He's going to take our concession.
Nice. Oh, we got that reference in for
This
the day.
shows off the rails today.
We don't have a notebook today. It's fine. And it's not even labeled correctly. I have it as a Tuesday show. It's Monday.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Surprise! Waka waka.
Waka Waka?
No.
Oh.
He go hard in the paint.
Jesus Christ.
Javier.
Are you trying to tell me Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? It's great.
Wasn't me that
I'm
time.
trying to find. I had a thing on my phone that was from MLB.com that I wanted to put on here. Oh,
This is where I check out.
he loves baseball.
I do.
You know
I do.
Minnesota's 30-16.
Minnesota's doing very well.
I do love baseball.
There it is. All right, I just refreshed the page. It wasn't
There's
there
just
earlier.
so much bullshit in Major League Baseball.
All right, so I'll talk to CD mostly. You can chime in when you would like to, because there are going to be names you know on this. This is the poll of toughest guys to strike out on every Major League Baseball team. So the toughest guy in the lineup. So we're going to start in the American League East, and you'll say yay, nay, or what you think of the player, CD. Okay?
We're going through every team.
It's only one player per team.
It's going to take forever.
Not really. You have Eric Sogard from the Blue Jays.
I don't know. I don't watch enough Blue Jays to know.
Okay. Well, he's a contact hitter, so I mean he's at 9.5%. That's very low. Like literally, I'm looking at the rest of the guys, and he is like half of some of them. Dwight Smith Jr. of the Orioles is next. That's their Orioles pick. The Rays, it's Tommy Pham.
I could see that.
He's at 17.7% though. Red Sox, Mookie Betts. He strikes out. He's been striking out more this year, but generally it says he's 14.6. And then your boys, Brett Gardner.
Gardy.
It's a gaudy pie.
Well, it don't really matter with him because he makes a lot of weak contact on 2 strikes. So it's like he rolls it over to the pitcher or the second baseman. So it's just as bad as well, not just as bad because you never know what happens, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. But that if that prevents you from getting a strikeout, hey, you can be playing against a team like our softball team the way it used to be, an error on a routine play.
Wait, it still is.
The way it still is. Oh, okay.
Except at second base.
Except at second. So who do we have at second base now?
Have you have to make error this season?
Well, now that you shouldn't have even said that. You're gonna have a 7 error game.
I've been playing really well. I pitched last time.
How fucking desperate is that team?
The pitcher didn't go.
What's that?
The pitcher didn't show up. I pitched hella good too.
In
No,
the
really.
in the Central.
I had 4 strikeouts.
What the fuck? 4 strikeouts?
Mhm.
Are you counting foul outs as strikeouts?
No, 2 swinging, 2 looking.
Who the hell were you going against? A bunch of blind kids with one arm?
I'm nice. One of them I don't think was because I think it he said it hit the plate. I think it missed it by at least a ball and a half. But fuck it.
You got the call. Got the call. All right. Anyway.
Calls.
I gave up a moonshot that hasn't landed yet.
All right.
We're still waiting on that one?
Oh, yeah.
Name a park that wouldn't go out of. Yellowstone?
No, it would have been out of Yellowstone.
No, fuck.
Listen, if the net wasn't there,
Susan.
it might have hit the building behind it.
Nice.
He hit her. And it was like, holy shit. Like, he hit it. I was like, I'm not even going to turn around for that one. You're gonna need a rocket up your ass with a rocket up that ass to
That's
catch
not
that.
Shaquille O'Neal and Lamp. That baby's out of here.
I know.
Okay.
It's a lot of Major League references today.
Great movie.
Next, for the Indians, Jose Ramirez.
Willie Mays Hayes.
For the
There you go. Way to get into it, Kenneth.
I got you.
for the Royals, Alex Gordon. Tigers, Josh
He's having a
Harrison.
really good year.
Twins. Williams are I can't pronounce it.
Willie Mays Hayes.
No, it's the Astudillo. I can't pronounce his name. 2.6%.
2.6%.
That's literally. He struck out only 5 times in his entire career.
I mean, at bats has he had?
Let me look it up.
2.6. About 200?
Let me. I'm gonna butcher trying to type his name.
467.
If it's somewhere close to that, I'd be like, wow. Like, what the fuck, man?
Baseball.
The secretive baseball guru over here.
He's been holding out on us.
We're holding out for a hero.
I'm not a hero.
All right. Well, apparently the computer's going to do what it did. Where it's to,
I'm not gonna.
or it's working, but we just don't know if it's working.
I'm not gonna work.
All right, I'm going to look it up on my phone. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't really care.
All right.
Fuck it.
Anyway, But now
I was right.
But now I just can't get back to that page.
It's like 200. 5%.
I just can't get back to the page now that I was on.
2.5% on 5, yeah.
I literally just can't get back to anything. I don't even know if we're still on the air, guys. Sorry. The computer has literally decided to freeze. Now freeze! CD's already froze.
Hold it. Still holding.
Still holding.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Wow. Can't dodge.
Can't dodge a ball either.
I need that shit in order to
Anybody want to buy a bidet?
a bidet.
Bidet.
Use it for a water fountain.
I tried it. It's fucking weird.
Oh, okay. He's had... It's the second season now, technically. He's only had 100 and... As of the other day, 165 plate at-bats.
Yeah.
But still, only 5 times in 165 at-bats.
That shit don't count.
He was
It
voted.
counts.
He was voted as it.
It counts. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't keep count of it.
What? You and your magistry right there.
I don't know what's going on. I'm looking at my fantasy
I'm
teams.
very majestic.
Oh, my winning streak got snapped. I'm so pissed.
I lost on the last day of the week.
No.
You know how he beat me? He got a relief win. Because I can't be mad because last week I got a 5-inning complete game win from Carlos Carrasco, and I won 8-7 or something like that.
All right, for the White Sox, it's Tim Anderson. In the West,
Mr. Anderson.
Tommy LaStella for the Angels, Michael Brantley for the Astros, Matt Chapman for the A's,
Yeah, all 3 of them.
D. Gordon for the Mariners, and Elvis Andrews from the Rangers.
We're still fucking playing.
I thought you
Elvis will
Beltray did.
never die.
Elvis Andrews is in the same class as fucking Vince Carter.
Same draft class? God.
They both got drafted in baseball.
1927.
Well, now I see why my thing wasn't working. A random video was playing on the side of the MLB page, and it was blocking everything up.
Was it gay porn?
No.
No. That's on his other computer.
It's yes.
Gay clown porn?
It was
Insane clown porn.
top 10 athletes who went to jail is what it's on the screen.
Lawrence Phillips.
I don't know.
Aaron Hernandez. Ray Cruz. Maurice Correct.
Mike Tyson.
Good one.
That's a good one.
Hurricane Carter.
Brian Scalabrine.
His plate ass ain't going to jail.
Baker Mayfield winning a tackle by the cops on a brilliant tackle.
Great tackle.
We talked about it on the show.
Great
That was
tackle.
during our first year on the
I'm
show.
surprised he didn't get a sign. That's a great tackle.
It was. Vaughn was brilliant. That cop was good.
Yeah, he wrapped up in
Drove
Him into the wall. That
Nice.
little short
Yeah,
wall
wall.
that was about this brick wall about
Never
this
saw
big.
that?
No.
Oh, he got wrapped.
For the National League, for the Braves, Nick Markakis. Marlins, Martin Prado. Mets, Jeff McNeil. Nationals, Anthony Rendon. And for the Phils, Miguel Franco. Why I gave everybody like accents in that one? National League Central, Brewers, Lorenzo Cain. The Cardinals, Yadi. The Cubs, Anthony Rizzo. Pirates, Melky Cabrera. With or without the roids, you don't know. Reds, Jose Iglesias. And then for the National League West, Adam Jones for the D-backs. Alex Verdugo for the Dodgers. Joe Panic. You gotta be careful playing that. Remember, it's coming on the air.
Yeah, fuck him. It's off YouTube.
Yeah, I know, but it's copywritten somewhere else. Giants, Joe Panic. Padres, Ian Kinsler. And Rockies, Arenado. Oh, you showed him the
I
tackle.
felt it.
It's a good tackle.
I felt it though.
Yeah, his speed is top notch.
Just like the guy who was, there's that famous video of the cop chasing this guy in off the highway running into the guy, and this guy just comes speeding from a million feet behind and just blows
Passes
by everybody else. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
The
great.
guy was on roids.
Well,
The cop.
I was gonna say he's a cop. He's fine.
I can watch that all the
There's
Watching head
multiple
bounce.
videos that we're playing on that scroll. Because now also on that scroll was top 10 franchise changing number 1 draft picks.
Me.
When did that start? Because that never used to be on MLB.com.
time. I don't get on MLB.
That is nuts. I'm getting off of that because I think that's what's freezing up my
It's
computer.
not the only thing he's getting off right now.
I'm getting off of Baker Mayfield getting drilled.
Well, I mean, were you drilling him? Is that why you're getting off?
I wish I could tackle like that. I wish the Giants would tackle like that.
What the frick was that?
You mean the New York Browns?
Touche.
Get
Beetle bop.
We have way too many noises that go on. I guarantee you people who listen go, what the fuck is this show becoming?
Becoming.
We are noises incarnate.
Noises and farts.
The occasional joke.
Fart joke?
No.
Urinal cake joke?
Yes.
Dave Chappelle joke.
Sprinkle some crack on it.
Yeah.
There we go. Don't worry.
I'm getting there. You know, he's talking about the #1 draft pick that changed the franchise. I mean, we got Tiger Woods.
Chatch.
Oh, shizzle. Gotta do it every time. Oh, so what did you think of Brooks Koepka winning another tournament, pulling off a feat that the only person to ever do it is Tiger? Speaking of Tiger,
He's no Tiger.
well, he's young like Tiger was when Tiger started dominating, and this Brooks Koepka's been doing it.
Yeah, but you don't see. Like, when you saw Tiger, you saw excellence. When you see Koepka, you're like, oh, he's really good.
He is a really
Really
good golfer.
good.
When he
But you got to think, 4 years ago, everyone was talking about Spieth. 6 years ago,
Rory,
Yeah.
everyone was talking about Rory.
yeah.
Like, Tiger had, it was
people have come and gone.
sustained excellence. Give him 2 more years. If he's still
it's got to
good,
be multiple years worth of this.
if he wins 3, 4 more over the next 4 or 5 years,
Then
no,
okay.
he needs to win 3 or 4 over the next 2 years.
in order to start.
For
He's got 3 already.
4,
Oh, 4, yeah.
yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a guy who's only been really in the PGA for 4 years, really. That's pretty good.
Give him. I need 3 or 4 more over the next 3 years.
That is pretty good, though. It really is.
Well,
He's no Tiger.
Yeah, but just look at the fucking money he's made in just that short time.
Again, he's no Tiger.
No, but the money has gotten higher because of Tiger. When Tiger first started, the money wasn't that big.
Imagine how much he won for him to amass what he got.
Just imagine Jack with all those majors he won with that kind of money now. That's a shitload of money.
I don't think it would have been the same though without Tiger though. Either way,
No,
what I'm saying, even if Tiger played back then, I think the money would have reflected it to an extent. So
I mean, based on the dollar value back
Yeah.
then.
Well, I mean,
for inflation,
Yes.
Well, actually, because of the competition between like him and Arnie and those guys, it did raise the value of the game back then more. Like it was. But
Well, the thing is, when Tiger first started playing golf and everything, when I started to get into golf myself, and you start hearing about how much the purses actually are, and how much like 20th place walks away with, and you're like, what the?
Well, that's why. Like, what Happy Gilmore? What's the last place guy get? Oh, $3,000. Really?
I mean, you also got to think of what goes into
I'd
getting
suck
into
for
that
$3,000.
tournament.
Well, I mean, it takes.
And then you got the cut and
Yeah,
everything else.
I was gonna
so
say.
you have to make the cut first. And
Oh no, no. Even some tournaments, if you don't make the cut, you just invite.
yeah, I was gonna say, but they're usually invite only.
Yeah.
So
You-
those
you
are
still-
different.
Yeah, you'll get $3,100.
Well, those are different. You have to win
Yeah.
a couple tournaments before you get invited to a tournament.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So
This is the point where I check out.
I love golf. I actually want to go.
I do too.
Like, really bad.
I agree. I still got a golf certificate 2 years ago.
I remember we talked about it last year.
I don't even know where it is. I don't even know where it is.
I don't even know if I could. I don't even know how this would hold up. I've been too afraid to play ball because I haven't done anything with it.
Except masturbate.
I'm a righty. I'm too afraid to. No, I'm too afraid.
He fucks with the stranger at night.
I
I'm
mean,
too afraid with the
you're
left.
stupid not to.
I'm too afraid to do anything with my left.
I like you got a fucking death grip on that shit.
It's my left. I don't know what's gonna happen. It could have mutated for all I know.
Just gonna hold it. It's gonna be like idle hands.
I just love that movie. It just turned 20 years
It's a
old.
good movie.
20 years ago.
Jessica Alba.
Oh. Did you see the show that's basically like Bad Boys? It's by the producers of Bad Boys with Gabrielle Union and her in it. It's done by the producers, the writers, and everything.
It's Gabrielle Union.
It's like her
Sydney.
character. Yeah, it's they go through the whole thing in the convenience store.
I haven't.
Oh no!
I don't know.
It's a commercial. It's on like all the
Excuse me, sorry.
all the freaking streaming shit, and they're in a convenience store, and can I get you anything else? And she's like, oh, how about some tropical fruit bubblicious? And Jessica goes from behind, oh yeah, give me some Skittles. It's like they go through the whole freaking thing. It's like, really?
I didn't watch that much of it.
But when I first saw the trailer, I was like, what am I doing, man?
That was just chair creaking.
No, that was my ass.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, I got it.
How is it?
Taking credit for that shit.
Literally, for that shit.
Common core subtraction.
You have to look serious looking at.
First and second.
2 minus 2, it's supposed to equal 0. But in reality,
Not common core shit. That shit equals 14.
I know, it's good.
No, you gotta round. You gotta round to the nearest one, so it's 0 minus 0.
I don't understand it.
Plus the 0.
I don't want to bash it
Take
because
away another 0.
It works.
it just takes you so long to get to it.
Exactly. My biggest problem is when you can put the right answer and be wrong. That's where I don't like it.
I got in trouble a lot in school because I never showed my work with math.
I just knew it.
I'm really good with numbers.
Yeah, I just knew it.
Yeah, I was good with numbers too.
Like I could follow the
Until I got to
pattern.
algebra. Then algebra fucks me.
I could follow the pattern, skip all the steps that everybody else is doing, and get to the answer without having to put pen to paper. That's why I did so good on my Regencies, being from New York and everything, because you didn't need to show your work in half of it.
Yep.
Oh.
As long as you got the right answer, you were golden.
My grandmother used to go to school. He got a 75 on his test. How many did he get wrong? 1. But he didn't show his work on these. Bitch, he got it right? But part of it is showing your work. Why?
Exactly.
I used to get in trouble for asking that why question a lot.
Yeah, I did too. Celera, she's going to be like that, and I'm going to encourage it.
I had issues with
the right
English
answer.
because I could get to what the topic sentence was. I can get to the end of that without having to write 13 pages to prove my point.
I'm horrible with English. It's a language that makes absolutely no sense.
I just hated having to write an essay. I read a book, right? Got to prove this thesis that I chose. Okay, I can prove it in 2 paragraphs. Why do I have to go 13 pages?
Writing is different.
I can write short stories like nobody's business. I love writing short stories.
Understandable.
They all have tragic endings.
Because that's creative.
I'm just talking about with the language in general.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I
spell knife. N-I-F-E. No, there's a K in it. Where?
Knife.
Kniffy.
But it's silent. Dude, what the fuck is it there for?
It's like the silent GI.
Ah, gee.
Like, what the hell is it there for? Like, when Celera's doing her, she loves all that. No, you have to go to your mother for that.
No, I mean, a lot of other languages, though, are similar that way. They just don't have the same word spelled 6 different ways.
Like Sean.
No, I don't think names count. Yeah, I was going to say, 2.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
There's like 85.
Or the same word that has 2 meanings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blue. Bitch, blue is blue. It ain't blue and blue. It's blue.
Wait, what blue are you referring to?
Exactly.
Are you feeling blue?
Or did somebody blue you?
I wish somebody blew me.
Or was there a blue and
I'm
something
blue
else
because
became blue?
I'm blue because I couldn't get blued. Message. All right, let's get back to the topic because I gotta kick you guys out.
That's okay.
I'm gonna get blued.
Maybe not now.
I don't know about who. Aaron poke her head out. Not by me.
Nuh-uh.
Nigga, you put a ring on it.
Your fault.
Well, if you want, we can just go right into movies and we can be
No,
done.
I'm fucking with you.
No, I was being serious.
He was fucking with you.
I'm going to movies.
So let's get into the movies then. We'll go early into movies so that way we can...
Fly ball?
Dropped. It's my softball team we're talking about.
Oh, error.
Second baseman.
Error.
No.
Hold on. Error.
I made a bunch of really good plays
Error.
this year, too.
3rd inning, game's over.
Like going to my right and throwing back across my body. Throwing across my body. I threw a dart to home base 2 weeks ago. I mean, an absolute dart from short
From pitcher's mound.
from short center field. I had to go out and beat a relay. I threw a dart and Ray fucked it up.
You know who could throw a dart from outfield? My brother. As much as I hate to say it.
Yeah, he's got a good arm. But I'm talking about it was on a line, and like all Ray had to do was catch it and put the tag down because Joe beat him by 4 or 5
God,
steps.
I hate how many times I've hit Ray in the fucking gloves, dude.
It beat him by 4 or 5 steps. Like he could have caught it and fumbled it and still got the tag.
But the thing is, it always hits his glove, and he thinks he's got it, and then goes for the tag, and then the ball's sitting in the fucking batter's box.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was playing first base too. Like I had to pounce because this is when I was pitching.
That's why Jake keeps asking me if I want to play.
Like it was a roller, I bounce off, and I catch it, and I kind of have to throw it under and side arm, and I throw a little loopy, but it's not like it was a grounder he had to jump. He had to go from here to here.
I just got tired of running around in the outfield. Because it was literally, hey, Keith, go get it.
We got a new bat this year. It's a really good bat. I'm probably gonna go deep
Once.
5 or 6 times.
Have you indeed yet?
I've just missed 2.
It doesn't count.
always-
WTP.
It's been WTP, but one was straightaway center,
With toilet paper. That's what the WTP
and
things were.
I'm not even swinging full swing yet.
I mean,
I'm
you
swinging.
probably use some.
I'm swinging. Oh, I can. Baby wipes. I'm swinging at maybe 75% right now.
That's because your back's hurting. If you swing full speed, you're going to blow
No,
your
I mean,
back out.
yeah, that too. But I mean, give me,
Actually, that might create the home run.
Especially
That'll jet propel that
once
shit
it
over
warms-
the fence.
Once it warms up when it's 75, 80, oh, I'm going deep. I'm going to hit a couple bombs. Like we have a bat where we look at like with the other teams. If we had one of their bats, we could hit a home run. Rich hit a home run.
Yeah, I heard.
So, and it was a no doubt. It was a no doubter.
Yeah. Jake told me. Scoop! I worked with that kid, Jake.
Scooter.
Short little kid, glasses.
Okay.
He works with Kayla and me at the hospital.
Scooter.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's probably like 5'2".
Okay, yeah, he's our leadoff hitter.
Glasses.
I remember when somebody used to be a leadoff hitter.
You know, they just had to do that because they couldn't.
No, that was me when they put me in like the 4 or 5 spot.
No, my dad. My dad was a leadoff hitter.
I've been tagging the ball this year so far. I think I made 3 outs in 4 games.
In 1 inning. He was the first, second, and third out. Actually, you know what? If that happens, you had a good inning as a team. Personally, not so much.
I think we did that a few times though when we did play. Like Ray was the.
We've left the bases loaded 12 times this season.
Oh, I hate that.
We left the bases loaded 3 times in the first 4 innings of the first game.
Oh, God.
No, what's even worse is when the bases get loaded, no outs, and then you still leave the bases loaded but no runs scored.
It's hard to do in softball.
It's great though. When
I know,
you,
but
it's great though when you're
it's
the pitcher.
possible.
When you're the pitcher and that happens, because we did that in that one playoff game against Egan's team 2-3 years ago.
I barely remember.
We were in the. It was the extra inning game when we went into extra innings against them. The last season I played, 2 seasons ago, we went into extra innings because they had the bases loaded twice with no outs or 1 out, and they never scored.
I barely remember yesterday. You think I'm going to remember 2 years ago?
I remember it just because
He was pitching.
I was pitching, yeah.
Yeah, of course the bases were loaded.
No, there was errors. I didn't walk anybody.
Yeah.
I really did.
All 37 people.
I didn't really walk very many people, if you remember.
Yeah, because they all hit it hard.
I put it over the plate.
And they put it over the fence.
I didn't really put it over the fence too much.
I think that ball that they hit off me just landed.
Oh, did it?
oh.
You got the update?
Yeah.
The tracker finally tracked
Memphis
it.
just scored again.
You fucker. Anyway, here's the part of the movies where we talk about the movies.
Here's the part of
It's
the
a part of the
movies.
movies that we talk about the movies.
Here's the part of the show where we talk about the movies.
There you go.
Words that
Everything
make sense.
leads to
Rape. This is the part of the show where we talk about the movies that are coming out this coming weekend. We'll also talk about the movies that were in the theater and were in the top 10, plus the amount of
theater.
the amount of theaters they were in.
Theater.
Yes, the theater. And
I give you my theatrics.
so we'll say the movie. Or I'll movie voice will come in. He'll explain the movie like.
Blah 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 blah. John Wick.
Yes, read the movie, kind of like that, and then we'll say whether we want to watch it in the theater. We'll want to watch it like on Redbox or whatever.
But, John Wick would look really good in a Knicks jersey.
So would the first movie that's going to be here, the one of the characters in it.
Show me when you come in. I gotta get back to the show.
Because
Is that the only thing she's wearing?
no, I mean technically looking at her in other picture, that would be fine.
No.
So, or the other or the third answer is some variation of no.
Hello, Akbar.
What the fuck is that? Well, the one person overseas that listens to us is now gone.
We just fucked up our whole Iranian demographic.
Istanbul. Actually, we had somebody from Istanbul check out our show. YouTube. So here we go. First movie. I gotta get movie voice in here. The first movie here is an adventure comedy, family, fantasy, musical romance.
Aladdin.
A kind-hearted street urchin and a power-hungry grand vizier Visor vie for a magic lamp that has the power to make the deepest wishes come true. My body just popped. Starring Will Smith, Mena Massoud, Naomi Scott. Directed by Guy Ritchie.
Naomi, it's Imone backwards.
Van Wilder. Aladdin. Not Van Wilder. Aladdin.
No. Oh. Sorry.
So what say you about Aladdin?
I'm going to see it this weekend.
I'm actually planning on seeing it as well. In theaters.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's two? Holy shit.
Aladdin is my favorite Disney cartoon. So hopefully this adaptation does it well.
Honestly, if I were allowed to do things, I would go.
You know what I can do? I can invite her, and you can just be in the theater, and we can accidentally sit next to you, and we didn't even see you there.
Or
Actually,
whatever, you can just go.
not gonna be home this weekend anyway. It's a holiday coming up, so she gone.
She gone.
She gone. Next, I'll watch it eventually because I know she wants to watch it, and this is actually one I would watch with her. Next, a comedy. It's actually got nothing else, just a comedy. On the eve of their high school graduation, two academic superstars and best friends realize they should have worked less and played more. Determined not to fall short of their peers, the girls try to cram 4 years of fun into one night. Starring Caitlin Dever, Beanie Feldstein, Jessica Williams, Jason Sudeikis, Booksmart.
I don't know if you can hear me yawning, but that's what I was doing.
This actually reminds me of like Superbad, but in female form.
It's not something I will watch. I will seek out to watch. Maybe one day it's on Netflix. I'm bored out of my freaking mind. I've watched everything on there already, and I'm like, meh. I just need something for background noise. It might get put on while I go to Countdown.
So lefty, okay.
Yeah, I got no chance in hell for
I
this.
might eventually watch this just
Like I said,
because
it's
one
a
of
comedy. Like comedies, I feel like you can just put on and let go.
a dumb comedy. It looks like a dumb comedy. I've seen the trailer for it. It looks like a dumb comedy. Next movie. This is a movie that I'm gonna say right now I really want to watch. I saw when I saw the first trailer many months ago.
Many months
I
ago.
wanted to watch it.
Many.
It's a horror drama sci-fi thriller. What if a child from another world crash landed on Earth, but instead of becoming a hero to mankind, he proved to be something far more sinister?
This is like the Superman gone evil.
Starring Elizabeth Banks, Jackson A. Dunn, Jennifer Holland, David Dedman, Brightburn.
I'm going to see this in the theaters.
You're going to watch it in the theater, really? I really want to watch this movie.
It looks dope.
It does.
When I first saw it, I thought it was like a spoof. Like they were just being funny.
Like trying to...
It's like, though, this shit looks good.
It looks dark, and I like it.
And I honestly, like, it definitely is a spoof, kind of, because they're taking a story and turning it into their own. But I think it's going to be an actually well-done movie.
Well, it shows how villainry could be.
And I think I love that play on things, because I'm a huge fan of when you twist stories around.
Yeah.
Because one little thing changes and everything changes.
Nope, you're right. I honestly, it looks good. Thing is, though, I'm afraid that the best parts are what's in the trailer, and that scares me at times, especially movies like this,
Where they kind of sell you on something.
Yes, and so they give away a lot of the movie. Like there's that scene when in the
Diner?
walk-in cooler,
Yeah.
like that kind. I hope that's not like one of the big things that happened.
Moments of the movie.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not. If it is, oh well.
I mean, you'll have to watch it to find out, won't you?
That is true.
I am.
Oh, by the way,
Oh.
the person I said that you should ask for in Nick's jersey is Will Smith's character in the movie Aladdin, because then you could wish for other people, and then all of a sudden you have a great team.
You can't wish for people. That's why you can't wish to be Jasmine's wife.
But you're wishing.
Why would you be Jasmine's wife?
Whatever. But you can't wish for people, Brad.
You're wishing.
Because you're changing free will. You can't change free will.
Oh, you can change free will.
Listen, ain't enough wishes to make people want to play for New York.
I know.
Touche. I had to give him the microphone for that. Next! Opening on the 22nd, so that is, according to my calculations, it'd be Thursday, but in reality it's Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Through Wednesday.
It's a romance drama.
Romance drama.
Ed Hemsler spends his life preparing for a disaster that may never come. Ronnie Miser spends her life shopping for things she may never use. In a small, these two people will try to find love. I think that's a typo on IMDb. In a small, these two people will try to find love. That is a fuck up. Starring John Lithgow,
I forgot a word.
Blythe Danner, Derek Cecil, Katie Asselton. Asselton? The Tomorrow Man. So this is one of those doomsday preppers who meets a shopaholic. And
Well, it's perfect because then he can overstock things that she was shopping on. That's stupid.
why do you have all these QVC bras?
You're going to help me survive the apocalypse.
My titties will feel good. Damn, you got some big titties.
Wow, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I'm ignoring you because that movie sounds like it's dumb.
That doesn't sound good enough. And the fact that there's a typo,
No, it's not a typo.
it's a fuck
That's
up.
legit. No, that's legit.
In a small
Yes.
period. In a small period.
In a small period.
Oh, what? Oh, you know what? That's the disaster that he was preparing for. That's what it was.
She forgot to take her pill.
That's a touchy topic lately. Super touchy.
No, we're okay. We're not in those states.
Next, it's a it's a thriller. Oh my God, why am I gonna read this? A group of intelligence officers embark on a top secret mission to track down a wanted international criminal. Oh, here we go. Starring Arjun Kapoor, Rajesh Sharman, Gaurav Mishra, and Prasanth, India's Most Wanted. Silence. Nobody?
I'm still trying to understand the words you said.
Those were the names of the people.
Oh! Still trying to process it.
They were the actors in this Bollywood thriller.
As much as I care about their names, I care about this movie.
Nice. Wow. Holy God. Next is a comedy drama. Technically released in 2018, now getting national release, at least in national theaters. It's a comedy drama, a tragic comedy about a well-intended father who inadvertently wreaks havoc on the life of an estranged daughter. Starring Matthew Glave, Emily Bett Rickards, Jana Winternitz, and Nikki Limo. Sorry. Funny story.
I like Licky Nemo better.
Hey,
Just so
I
you
think I
know,
watched that porno.
I'm watching it as we speak.
Is that the Little Nemo porn? Licky Nemo?
I mean, if you haven't seen it, I ain't gonna ruin it for you.
I will. Somebody gets fucked in the ass, then the pussy, then the mouth, then the ass, then the cum shot.
And then they find their dad.
No, their dad was the one doing it.
Oh no, the dad finds the daughter, and it's one
it
of those
turns
kind
out
of porn.
to be one of the...
Yeah, it's one of those kind of porns. Okay, all right.
I'm a
Got a little bit for everybody. Even those people from Alabama.
Going back to another reference to them. Actually, I put a poll on Twitter about that because I said this isn't our form. This isn't our format, but curious what your thoughts are of the
Bama?
certain bands.
And the Bama band?
Yeah, the band of bands, and it was interesting to see it. And let me get to it so I can.
Don't stop, just do it.
Wow. It was it was only 27 people who voted, but
I was all 27.
it was for the "Are you in favor of the bills?" 56% said no, 37% said yes, and 7% I really don't care either way.
How do you not care? I'm sorry.
It could be somebody who just goes, "Oh, I don't want to vote yes or no because I don't give a shit about
I know
polls on
it
Twitter," and one of those things. Because CD's known for that.
What are you talking about?
What you talking about, Wills?
Still something you should care about.
But let's go to the movies that were in the theaters.
In theaters,
Yes.
to be or not to be in the theaters.
Smack.
As long as you don't have John Wilkes Booth sitting behind you, you okay.
Well, if Lincoln didn't have that big ass hat on, he wouldn't have shot him.
How do you know?
Because that's what he told me.
That's what he told you?
That's what he told Vince.
That's what he told Vince.
That's what he told
I was
Vince
going to
right
say
before
the
he
same
got
thing.
All right, the number one movie last weekend made $56.8 million.
John Wick
It was John Wick, Chapter 3.
finally took over the Avengers.
Yes. But
Yeah, it doesn't matter because he's not going to make as much as the Avengers.
no, although number one internationally, I heard, was Pokemon this weekend.
I watched it this weekend.
Oh, how was it?
I mean, it was Ryan Reynolds. I want to see the outtakes. Like, I want to buy the DVD just for Ryan Reynolds outtakes because I heard
R-rated.
he went off.
Yeah. But they don't know if they're going to release it because it's not for kids.
I know, but they should. They should have an adult Pokemon.
They do the support.
Pokemon, yeah. Bella, it's Bella.
Hi, Bella.
Oh, it's my balls, Bella. My balls.
Then coming in second place
My
in its
balls,
fourth
Bella.
week out, $30 million it still made. It's made $771.4 in North America. Avengers Endgame made $771.4. That's crazy.
30 million this week.
30 million. Coming in third in its second weekend out, it's made 94.3 total, 25.1 over the weekend. Pokemon. Detective Pikachu.
I contributed to that.
I'm
You
looking
did?
for my give a fuck about this.
What's up?
He's looking for his give a fuck. He's trying to find it. No, that's
Listen,
not.
Ryan Reynolds should not do anything under R-rated.
I know.
Or at least do PG-13 so you can at least go somewhat into that pool.
He shouldn't do anything under R. He was made for R-rated movies.
Oh, he was.
Him now?
With his sarcasm and stuff? Well, his sarcasm's always been there. It's just, he played by the rules to get himself into this level. So coming in fourth in its first weekend out, it's made $8 million. A Dog's Journey. This is the one you said you cried
Did you
watching
cry
the trailer.
again, pussy?
It wasn't. I didn't have a trailer for it now because it's out.
Pussy. Did you cry again?
Did you cry over the pussy?
It wasn't that good.
Oh, no. No. God, you big and savage. You really are. My God. Coming in fifth. Its second weekend out, it's made 23.2 overall, 6.1 over this past weekend. The Hustle. The Anne Hathaway, Rebel Wilson movie.
I hate Rebel Wilson.
You know she's a fucking attorney?
Who, Rebel Wilson?
Yeah.
No.
Legitimate, like she could,
Licensed attorney?
she could practice law right now if she wanted to.
Oh, good for her.
Do you know what state?
It's in England.
Oh, okay.
So, a country.
Yes.
I was
Although it'd probably be what they would consider like
I think
county.
it's a magistrate or something
Yeah.
like that. But I was
still.
watching something, and she was like, "Yeah, I was going to law school when I started acting," and people get confused because like she plays airhead,
Yeah, stupid, but really smart people play stupid people.
and she's intensely
Like
smart.
Betty White's a freaking genius.
Betty White's fucking hilarious.
Betty White is still going to
No,
be
I'm
here.
serious though. Betty White has a genius level IQ.
Listen, I was gonna buy a Betty White shirt. They just didn't have my size.
I have a Golden Girl shirt.
No, Betty White. This ain't Golden Girl.
She's on the shirt though, damn it.
No, it was just Betty.
It's just Betty.
Just Betty.
But they had a Golden Girl shirt, and I was gonna get for Aaron, but they wanted $40 for it.
Oh, I got one for 10.
Yeah, the one I
At
saw,
Kohl's.
the Betty White one I saw was like $12. It was
Betty
in,
Spaghetti?
not Hot Topics. What's the other one in the mall?
Spencer's?
Not Spencer's.
I'm out of them.
I'm
Those are the two that I would expect. Spencer's or Hot Topic.
I don't think it was Hot Topics.
Geek Squad?
No, we were in Plattsburgh. Maybe it was Spencer's.
It's got to be Spencer's. They don't have a Hot Topic there anymore, I don't think. It has to be Spencer's.
I'm done. Hey, what are you barking at?
Come here. Soon it could be Kohl's because they're starting to build that there.
What was it?
I'm digging holes.
Coming in 6th. 28.1 total, 4 million. It's third weekend out. Intruder. The Intruder.
That's the Eli movie, right? Michael Eli.
No, that's the guy in hides in the.
Yeah, Michael Eli.
Yeah, Michael Ealy, yeah.
Listen, I don't go to the white guy all the time.
I knew you did.
No, he's not white.
I know.
You black guy.
Stop trying to take ours. We had the race
Hey,
draft. You didn't
hey.
draft them.
We
Dennis-
didn't have it this year.
Dennis
We
Quaid.
had it this
We
year.
didn't have. No, we
You
didn't.
just
I
didn't-
was not invited.
It's 'cause,
I represent the KA race.
No, you don't. I took that spot.
No.
How do you think I'm a KA?
You
guy?
represent the black KA race.
I know. I for the KAs, I drafted myself.
Oh shit.
I
I don't know, Jay.
I was there for the black race. I was there for the black race and preemptively drafted myself to the KAs.
Nice.
He's trying to get himself that white man credit.
I'm going to walk through a store and I get followed.
He's a KA. That's not a lot of credit.
I work at a bank.
He knows all the
You
credit.
remember when we went to
Actually, a credit union. Sorry.
Oh,
to the game in Best Buy and the security guard was following me?
Yep. Well, but wait. What if they were following me?
No, they were because they were following me, and then I came and told you and Bill, and I was like, "Watch." You go, what?
I know he was standing there all of a sudden looking at stuff, and we, like Bill, him, and I all just go, what the fuck? It's fucking hilarious.
It's like it's to the point where I don't even. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I'm used to it.
There was one day.
It used to piss me off.
Did you give her food?
No, she found something. As long as she's quiet for now.
Okay. There was one day I was in.
When I was younger, I used to get followed around seeing shit.
There was one day I was.
have a hoodie on. People were like, "Oh shit, this guy's stealing shit."
There was one day I was in Walmart. I remember I used to work at Walmart, and the person was following me, and I turned, and she goes, "Oh hey!" It was the asset protection. She goes, "Oh," she goes, "You're not stealing anything." And she comes up, she goes, "How you doing?" I go, "I'm doing fine." I go, "Why the fuck were you following me?" She goes, "I was told you were suspicious." I go, "Who the fuck told you that?" I go, "I know."
In every store you go.
I go, "I know people here."
I get followed in convenience stores with no aisles.
Nice.
They just have a window.
Nice.
You should have seen when we were in Rhode Island. I didn't say anything because it's an upper middle class ish, high upper middle class area. My brother lives in kind of. But the mall is a really nice mall that has the Arena Providence plays in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we were in there. We were in Nordstrom.
Oh no.
Because we weren't in there shopping. We were in there because we had to cut through it to get back to the parking lot. But we just happened to be looking at stuff, and I can see. Because we were all black people. Me, my brother, my sister, my other brother, my two nephews, my niece, Aaron, and Solera. And Christopher, my brother's girlfriend, who's also very dark-skinned.
You sons of bitches. Coming in 7th.
If there's that many white people together, it's called a clan.
You heard that, Bells?
Coming in to give your 2 cents. I saw you looking at the microphone. Coming in 7th, and it's third weekend out. 25.7 million, 3.3 over the weekend. Long Shot. The Seth Rogen, Charlize Theron movie.
God,
She is so good looking.
she's my number 2.
You're gonna take a number 2 on her?
I would.
If she goes right on my chest.
Only if
I cannot believe no one has taken a dump on your chest.
Only if I can fuck her after. I'll fuck her with the shit on my chest.
She wants you to finger paint with it with your dick.
Do I get the
Picasso.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But then you have to pay for the UTI treatment that she has to go through later.
Okay.
All right. Fine.
I'm okay. I got money.
Oh wait, do it in like Georgia, Alabama, and stuff, and then hold her there for like 8 weeks, so that when she's pregnant, she's stuck with the baby. Anyway, topical.
I don't give a fuck about the baby.
No, but then you gonna get some child support.
No, I won't.
Yeah, well, she make more money than your ass.
I don't want the baby. I mean, I don't want the child.
Go get my child support.
I'm fighting for the baby.
Nice.
Keep the money. Just let me fuck.
All you have to do is say she wanted an abortion.
Just let me fuck.
Guilty.
Just let me fuck once more.
That's the child support.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Coming in 8th.
Until she's no longer very beautiful.
I have a feeling she's going to be
And then it's
super.
once every 2 months.
She's going to be super attractive.
She's
I
gonna
was
be
gonna
like,
say, because he's still married.
she's gonna think like
She's going to be super attractive up until she's like in her mid 60s, and even then she's going to be like one of those beautiful
Turner.
old. Oh God, motherfucking shit! In its first weekend out, made $2.5 million. It's in 8th place. The Sun is also a star.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
That's very astute of them. Wait, no. The Earth is flat, so the sun is projected on the screen.
John Oliver said, he goes, I got you both beat. He goes, it's cylindrical. That way it's the best of both worlds. Now fuck you.
Love John Oliver.
So do I.
Guess who's on the team this year?
I figured he was. Coming in 9th, 10.1 total, 2.2 over the weekend. Its second weekend out, Palms. One of the bigger flops of the year that we talked about last week.
Yeah.
And another one of the big flops, and its third weekend out, it's made 17.4 total, 1.8 over the weekend, Ugly Dolls. There's like toys and stuff that they brought out for this, and the toys are, I think, selling better than the movie. Just because they're toys. You know.
Everybody loves the toy.
Yes, they do. So John Wick was number 1, but yet it was shown in less theaters than both Pokemon and the Avengers. And Pokemon is in more theaters than the Avengers now.
Understandable.
Sounds about right.
Well, it's been out shorter, but still, it's, you would think.
Well, because they were hoping for the boom
Yeah.
of the kids. And,
Well, this coming weekend is going to be a big
and that's
blow.
why Aladdin's releasing this weekend.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna see.
Disney. And
I'm probably gonna go Sunday matinee it.
yeah. sense.
Avengers was or John Wick is in 38.50, Avengers in 42.20, Pokemon is in 42.48, Dog's Journey was in 32.67, The Hustle was in 3,077.
Get a hustle.
The Intruder was in 22.31, Long Shot 21.10, Palms was in 27.50. Palms was in that many. Ugly Dolls is in 20.30.
I actually know somebody who went and watched that. Somebody I work with.
Palms?
Palms, yes.
These two ladies in the elevator at work were talking about it, and the one lady goes, "Oh God, that movie looks like crap." But this person's in it, and this person's in it, and this person's in it. Oh, really? I'm gonna go watch that then. It's like, and that was almost the entire elevator ride for me.
Yeah,
I wanted to sit there going, it was not very good from what I've read.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
Nice.
Hey, it's a callback.
The Intruder was in 22.31. I already said that. The Sun is also started in 2073. Breakthrough was in 1375. The Curse of La Llorona, 651. That was 12th.
I'm waiting for Tyler Perry.
That was only in 651.
Medea!
Tolkien is in 1501. I'm waiting to see if it's when I get further down. Captain Marvel's still in 726. That's up to 425 now. Shazam was in 536. That's up to 138 now. Some movie called D.D. Pyre D. That was in 104. Dumbo is already down to 415 theaters. Little is in 314. Biggest Little Farm is 45. Pet Cemetery is in 226. How to Train Your Dragon is in 177. Us is in 195. That's made 174. I'm still waiting to see if it shows up.
I'm waiting for it.
I'm waiting for it. 5 Feet Apart in 116. There's a movie called Wild Nights with Emily. I don't know what that is.
That's the sequel to that porno we talked about.
It's made 454,000, whatever it is.
I mean, did you ever go to a theater showing of a porno?
It was in 56 theaters, and then after that, something called Unplanned.
Which is part 3.
It's not playing in Ohio right now.
Nice.
That is very... Fighting with My Family is still in 10 theaters.
Come on, get to it.
Slaughterhouse Rules is in 10. It's not on. It's out of theaters. It's gone.
Black community's over.
Wow. Just canceled the whole community.
No, Us is on here. Us is on here.
Oh, nah. It's not written by Tyler Perry.
Yeah, but it's the new Tyler Perry.
No, it's the good Tyler Perry.
Jordan Peele Perry.
Tyler Peele.
Well, then there's also The Intruder as well.
Oh, yeah.
Although he was looking for Dennis Quaid, was the name he was looking for
Yes.
earlier.
Yes.
Couldn't even think of Megan Good. She's hot. She don't need a bone.
I've seen the preview like once.
The movie that made the least amount yesterday was a movie called Grass. They made $182. It's been out for exactly 1 month, and it's made $6,000.
It's made $182.
It's made $6,469 total.
It's a documentary on weed.
I thought it was a documentary on how to keep your grass green.
Nice.
I mean, all the dads would go watch it, so.
The sequel would be How to Train Your Lawnmower.
Nice.
But anyway, that'll be it for the show tonight. Unless you guys want to talk about anything else.
Let's talk about
It's kind of an
sex.
A, B,
It's kind of an odd show tonight.
Let's talk about.
U, and
Eventually, we'll get into like a good show for you guys.
All the good things and the bad things.
Oh, here's something.
that may be.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys remain at a stalemate in contract extension talks. That is going to hurt
I
eventually.
was going to say, Bet wasn't driving something in the brown nut.
No, just missing. Just missed. Oh, Iggy is out for tonight.
Yeah.
Iggy Azalea's out?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Black Widow, baby. Well, Swaggy P is not around anymore, so.
Who?
Swaggy PPP.
Who?
Well, Mike Jones.
No, wait for a real name.
You were drooling on me. Stop drooling on me.
Don't you ever tell a woman that.
But she's a dog.
She's a woman.
Redskins fear Reuben Foster officially tore his ACL.
Thought we were getting all racy there.
No. But anyway, thank you guys for listening so much. This has been Not a Clue Podcast. This has been another Tuesday show, but on a Monday. You can find us here at Spreaker.com/show/Not a Clue
How many
Podcast.
Tuesday shows do we actually have?
We've had
Apparently, at least one.
we did a Tuesday one a couple months ago because I couldn't do the Monday show, so we did the Tuesday show. Hit the little follow button. We're also on iTunes, so you can subscribe there.
iTunes.
Which I know we're getting more iTunes subscribers lately, so thank you guys. We really do appreciate it. That's interesting, and we apologize for you chiming in so late in the show.
Exactly.
You can find us on Twitter at NotACluePod, Facebook.com/NotACluePodcast, on Instagram at NotACluePodcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. First name of the channel, Not a Clue, all one word. Second is podcast.
YouTube. Fuck is wrong with you?
So, thank you guys so much. I'm Brad.
I'm not.
That's the other KA.
Yeah, that's CD.
I'm gonna say something. I fucking mind fart. Brain fart.
That's the intern, Kenneth. Have a good one, everybody.
Black Lives Matter will come forever.
We'll see you next
When
Monday.
does your season start?